Hi everyone, today I will show you how to consolidate all of your search term data in Amazon. So you can basically collect different search term data from the search term report based on different time ranges, and then you can put all the data together and then see it as a pivot table summary. So I'll walk you through the whole process, and then we'll also discuss some of the use cases and why this might be beneficial. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the advertising, and then we're going to go to campaign manager. Okay, so this is our ads dashboard or ads console. So then we're going to go into measurement and reporting, then we'll go into reports. Okay, so what we're going to do from here is we're going to pick um, all of our search term reports from random dates. So I'm just going to select this one, and then I will select this one, and I will select, let's do another one, and I will select this one. Okay, so notice that I only picked all of the search term reports because they have the same format. So in order for this to work, all the reports have to have the same format. But basically, I'm only gonna consolidate three of these search term reports for you, and I'm gonna show you the process. But you can do it with as many as you want. So I've been able to do it with more than 13 search term reports. So there is no limit to how many search term report data you can consolidate into a single pivot table. Okay, so now that the search term reports have been downloaded, right? I'm just going to move this. So now that the search term reports have been downloaded, what you want to do is you want to open up Excel. We're going to open up Excel. Okay. And then we're just going to click new. And then we're going to do blank. Okay. So I'm just going to close this. So in order to basically put all of the search term reports together from different ranges that we just downloaded, we're going to click on data. Then we're going to click on get data from file from Excel workbook. Okay, so this step is where we're putting all of the data together. So we're basically just going to be collecting all of the search terms. Okay. Okay, so these were the ones that I just downloaded. Okay, so I am going to select them. Okay, so I'm going to select the first one. Okay. So basically, in this step, we're telling Excel what type of data we want. So we're going to click on this one. So you can see this is a view of the search term report. So we're going to click on here, and then we're going to click on this little down drop down arrow. Then we're going to go load to, right? So then we're going to click on create connection, because all we want to do is we want to basically connect. We want to connect the data from different worksheets for now. Then at the end, I'll show you how to put it together. So we're going to click OK. So make sure that only create connection is selected. So then this create and connection menu is going to pop up, and then you'll see that we have created a connection with the first sheet. Okay. So it's the same step for the second sheet you want to connect. So we're going to go get data from file from Excel workbook. So we're going to click on the second one. Okay, so we're going to click on this one right here. Okay, so this I'm only going to do 3 today, but you can do it with as many as you need. So we're going to click on this drop down again. We're going to click load to, and then we're going to click create connection only. And then we're going to click OK. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the last one. We're going to click get data, and then we're going to do from file from Excel workbook, and then we're going to select the last search term report. Okay, so same thing now that it's going to pop up. We're going to go load to, and then we're going to do create connection only. Okay, and then we're going to press OK. So now you can see all of the workbooks have basically been connected. So in order to consolidate all of the data, we're going to go to data, and then we're going to go to get data again. Then we're going to do combine, and then instead of merge, we're going to do append. So we're going to do combine queries and then append. Right? Append means just to put everything together. So it's asking you if you want to make two tables or three or more. So we're going to click on three or more because we have, as you can see, we have three of these here. So we're going to do three. So then we're going to, from this menu for available tables, we're just going to move them to the tables we want to append. So if you don't want to append a table, you can just leave it in this menu and I'll add it. But I'm going to add all of them for this one. So we're going to press OK. Okay. So then this Power Query Editor is going to come up. We're just going to do close and load because we don't need to make any changes here. So now what's happening is it's creating the whole table with all of this data from all of the three worksheets. So you can see these were the three connections, and this one is the appended one, which has all of our data from all of the three search terms. Okay, so now that the table has been completed, what we can do is we can convert this into a pivot table so we can analyze the data and make informed decisions. Okay, so we're going to go insert pivot table from table range. So the table range is gonna be this whole worksheet. So we're just gonna do new worksheet and then we're gonna press OK. Okay, so now what we basically have to do is we basically have to create the pivot table. So what you do to create the pivot table is you can choose what type of data is important for you, right? And then you can select which data you want to have in the pivot table, for example. So what I like to do is start date and end date. It doesn't really matter. I don't really need to know portfolio name, not really currency. All of it is in US, so that's useless. What I usually like to do is I like to have targeting. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna check mark it, and then I'm gonna move it to filters. Actually, not targeting, so I'm gonna remove this. So if you uncheck it, it's gonna get removed. So I'm gonna select match type, right? So I'm gonna select match type and I'm gonna put it under filters. Okay. So once you put something under filters, that means you can filter it out. Okay, so we can select all match types. So this is auto, this is broad, this is exact, this is phrase, or we can just do select multiple and just select one of them, or select multiple of them. So we can do auto and broad, for example, and then just press OK. Okay. And then what I like to do is I like to have the customer search terms in the columns. So I'm just going to put it in the it's better to put it in rows. So we're going to put it in the rows, right? So once we put it in the rows, we can double click to rename this. We're going to call it customer search term. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And then depending on what kind of data that you're looking for, we'll add impressions, we'll add clicks, we can add CPC, we can add spend, 7-day sales, right? So these are all of the things that are typically found in the search term report that you can add here. Okay. So then you can basically modify the data to do what you want to do. So for to like figure out the data that you're looking for. So instead of doing sum of cost per click, we can do average cost per click. Okay. So in order to change this, we can click here, and then we can do value field settings, and then we can just do average. So you can select any of these, and then you can just press OK. So now it's the average cost per click. Okay. So that's how it works. And then we also want to do a cost. So we can click on it, right? And then this is a cost. But so let's say we want to show it in percentage. So let's do not sum of a cost. We want to do let's do average a cost. So I'm gonna click value field settings, and then we're gonna do average. Okay. So basically, you can play around with this and see things the way you want to see them. Okay. Then we're gonna click on number format, and then we're gonna just change this to percentage. Okay. So now it's giving you the average cost of sales, the average A cost for these terms. Okay. So the point of doing all of this is basically now you have all of your data from all of the three search terms that we looked at. So if you want, you can look at the data. You can only look at exact terms, for example. So these are all the exact terms from all of this from the three search term reports that we had. So this is our way of combining, different search terms together to figure out, okay, let's see which terms are giving us the most orders, which terms have we spent the most money on, and which terms have been driving the most amount of sales. The only thing for this is that obviously the date ranges are going to be different because it's consolidating the three, search terms that were from different date ranges, but this is excellent data to have if you really want an overview of your search terms. So just as for pivot tables, there will be no duplicates. So these are only one per search term, which is really useful. So there's no duplicates, and then at the end you can also do, you know, at the end you'll also see these values. So the average A cost for all of these terms in the three search term reports is 36%. This is really helpful because you can see exactly the terms that are giving lots of amount of sales. Obviously, you can play around with these. You can turn them off, turn them off. Let's say if you don't want to see clicks, you can just click on clicks and it'll be gone. If you want to see it again, you click on it, it'll be here. And basically, you can change what you see, but you can see everything together based on this data here, and you can add to this, and you can also once you add to it, all you have to do is you just have to update the pivot table, and then once you update the pivot table, you'll see new data. I hope this is to update the pivot table. You just click refresh and it updates based on this table here. So I hope this is helpful. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you very much. Thanks. Bye bye.